I guess the Palladinos just wanted us to know that like mother, like daughter is more than just a saying. It's real. The summer episode was so boring, and then in the fall episode, it's like they packed in every single detail they could. It was more like the first two episodes, full, meaningful, and the storyline meant something, even if it left us a little, well, wanting. Lorelai is gone to do her wild pilgrimage because she needs to figure things out. And everyone says she's doing the book pilgrimage, which makes no sense. I've never seen Lorelai read. She would definitely do the Reese Witherspoon movie one. But it actually worked enough for me to consider taking one of those trips. While she's overlooking the vista, she remembers the wonderful memory about her father and calls Emily to fix their relationship. It's perfect, and then she goes home early to tell Luke that things are okay, and he interrupts her and tells her how much he loves her and how she's everything to him. I wanted to die right there, except then I would miss part of Luke and Lorelai's relationship. Finally, they're going to give Emily and what the rest of us wanted. They're going to get married. Lorelai and Luke's storyline made me love the writers a lot. Lorelai's in her 40s, but she's finally stable. It's what we always wanted for her. Unfortunately, it looks like Rory is the same unsettled mess that Lorelai was like when we first met her when the show started. Rory is depressed without Logan, her mom, and all of a sudden, here comes the Life and Death Brigade to cheer her up. Logan's come back from London and they have this whirlwind evening where the guys buy a club and they wear costumes. It seemed like the perfect night out. In fact, if anyone ever wants to take me out on a night like that, the answer will definitely be yes. Rory had ended things with Logan. She was upset, but it felt like she was moving on. Now he's come back to muddy the waters. Nothing's changed. He hasn't left Odette. He just wanted one more night with Rory, and she went with it. Jess is back for Lorelai and Luke's wedding, and you can tell that he still has feelings for Rory, and Logan's gone, so why can't she just be Team Jess now? It's like Christopher, Luke, and Lorelai Part 2. Which, speaking of, we finally see Christopher, and Rory seems very upset when she's speaking to him. It feels like more than just research for her book, but you can't be sure. She just seems very upset. It's a really awkward, odd conversation. Luke and Lorelai decide to have a secret wedding before the real wedding, and it feels like a wonderland. It's just everything. Their midlife crisis ended in a marriage and a happily ever after. It's just exactly what we wanted. And Emily's storyline? I love that she ends up a docent in Nantucket. It's perfect for her. But as great as everything seems for Lorelai and Emily, things for Rory are just a hot mess. I don't know why they had to take the storyline in this direction. We all had high hopes for her. She had the best education. She had the best start in life. They could have made her a success. Which brings us to those last 4 words. Spoiler alert. Seriously, if you don't want to know what the last 4 words are, stop watching now. How could this even be? That's something that happens to 16-year-olds, not 32-year-olds, and certainly not to Rory. But all of a sudden, the discussion with Christopher makes total sense. She was wondering if she should just raise this baby that Logan is presumably the father of alone. And now they've opened the door that Jess is still really into her. If this was the end of a season, I would not be so annoyed because I would know we're going to see more and this will be their next storyline. But that's not the case. They acted like this was the ending, the final season that they always wanted to do, and that they always knew what the final 4 words would be. The final 4 words were just to mess with us? For all the closure I'm happy about with Lorelai and Emily, this storyline with Rory just left me feeling really undone.